I've been watching it for like 25 seconds. You can kill it if you wish. It's not going to be well.
Greetings and salutations. I love coming up. You can kill it if you wish. Welcome back to K's Table, episode 6, Swamp Training. Or might come up with some other names for the episode later, depending on what you guys all do. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to like and subscribe. And just leave it on the table. Okay. And let's see. To recap from last week, anyone else want to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay.
So after arriving in Swamp Town with our buddy and aka Swamp Guide name, Croaker? Oh, no, it's not.
No, it's Mother Croaker.
No, we haven't got to Mother Croaker yet. She's at the lily pads.
Garok.
Okay,
Sorry.
I spaced on the name.
I spaced on it too. I had to look it up.
Yep. So Garok guided us with the help of a couple of buddies into Swamp Town?
Yeah.
Swamp Town. Which I believe is a land of frog people.
Fish people. Lizard people.
And yeah, lizards. The section of the southern half of Swamp Town is predominantly lizard folk, while the north is predominantly the frog people and the fish people. Actually, there's some fish people down in the south too, but generally speaking, they've offered us sanctuary. We work for the, I want to say, town mayor, not the town mayor, he's a different person, but a town respectable citizen.
Official?
Kind of like a...
Mr. Riverton?
Riverton is kind of like a...
He's a business owner.
Yeah, so a local person of business and industry, and he's offered us protection. For now. During the first day, we basically just hung out in Mr. Riverton's estate, eating and whatnot, and then at night we went out into Swamp Town. While there, we had a unfortunate interaction at the Temple of Uru with a disappearing scroll, which we then, with the help of another monk in the Temple of Uru, got the said scroll back. And started possibly investigating a conspiracy involving the monk that is corrupt and or stealing stuff from the faithful of followers of Uru. I also had an interaction in character with the cleaning lady, a human, insinuated, not specifically asked, because races in this world are kind of...
Oh, she's human.
Yeah. But I didn't ask her that, because I wasn't going to piss off another person asking races.
Yeah, she's a kinder.
And I believe that...
decided if they're here yet.
Oh god, no, not yet. Not again! Hide my shit! Lost and found.
Yep. And then I know that the local town mayor actually has one of my leprechaun's gold coins.
Oh, lovely.
So, but... Anything else to add? Because I can't remember anything else at the moment.
Other than my frantic search for my piece of parchment.
Which worked. We spoke to someone, got it back.
As you said, with the help of one of the acolytes.
Yep.
Well, he said monk, but technically it'd be an acolyte because he's not a full monk yet. So you are all prepared to go back to Riverton's for the night, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And then during the night, you were going to do what?
Copy my world map onto another piece of parchment for Mr. Ribbington.
Okay, so make a roll.
What am I adding to it?
Do you have forgery?
I don't see it.
I'm sorry. I'm not as quick on stuff as I should be right now.
Oh, I guess the other thing to add was that I have to go meet with Garok and some of the other monks of Uru for combat training in the morning.
Alright, so you can either do a... I'll let you choose between history and sleight of hand.
History. $14.
Okay, it takes you about 4 hours to copy the map. And there's a couple spots on it that you notice when you're looking from one to the other might be a little bit off, but you don't think anyone else will notice. And, how about the two of you? What are you doing during the night? Just sleep?
I'm gonna spend a couple hours training in mounted combat, reading my book.
Okay.
Before I go to bed.
How many hours are you spending on that?
Approximately how many hours do I have till morning?
Right now, it's about 11 o'clock.
So about 8 hours.
So they said they were going to be there about sunrise, so you have about 6-7 hours before the monks arrive to pick you up.
Okay, I'm gonna just spend 2 hours training, the rest I'll sleep, so I'm ready to train.
Okay, so you get about 4 hours of sleep.
And I have to roll... I don't remember.
It's an intelligence check, 10 or above.
Okay, that's 1 success. No. So I got 1 success, so I'm at 18 successes.
18 out of 24 hours?
Yep.
You're almost there, man.
I'm working on it. I will be the mounted squirrel killer.
You're getting a feel for it.
Yeah.
All right. And Fee, what are you doing?
Who's the guard that was with us when we went out? Not the guard.
Mr. Riverton?
Yeah.
Okay. When you get home, he goes into the kitchen and starts talking with his wife and kid.
It's Guro.
Garot is back at the temple where you left him, as far as you know.
I'm gonna go walk about the town.
Okay.
I'll be fine. I'm not going to the south side.
All right. Where are you heading? You have a map of the town there.
That's the description of locations. I mean, we do know that people that were looking for you, for us technically, were at the Dry Tuff.
And they don't really leave.
I mean, they're not really happy looking for us. I don't even think that they'd go to tell anyone if they spotted us. But, you know, money can be a pretty good manipulator if you need something. Persuasive. So I wouldn't risk it just to spite fate or anything, but...
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely stay out of the south for now.
I wouldn't.
Well, we can group up and go down there like the next night. Like, I'm cool with that, but also strength in numbers.
Yeah.
No solo.
Yeah. So where you want to head?
Thing I want to do won't get me killed by these two. So wise decision.
Oh,
Yeah. And I don't.
That's up to you. You tell me what you want to do. That's one of the beauties and also the horrible parts about it being an open campaign.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna stay in the house then.
You're not going to check out anything?
Is the alchemist's shop open?
You mean the turtle shop that you went to previously?
I believe so.
The molds?
molds and shrooms or something like that.
Yeah.
Molds, alcohol, potions.
Well, yeah. No, we went there
We already
before.
went there.
Met with him. We bought some stuff. It was a nice visit. Good shop.
Miss saying I'm a gelfling.
Was that before or after? So you're a follower of this. Why, you're wearing their cloaks. Your cover story, you're wearing the sketchy clothes that you forgot you were wearing. That made you a follower of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, those, as you were told, are actually Inquisitor robes.
Death from above. And besides.
If that's the cover story you're going with, it might be good to ask someone about them. I mean, to build your cover story, to be like, oh, I'm the Inquisitor, you could start intimidation checks and shit. You can utilize what you have.
Where did I put my stupid... I'm sorry, I apologize. I have lost my
There was something I
copy
thought
of the key for the
notes
map.
section that I thought you might want to check out.
Yeah.
That was like specific to you. Or something I was going to say we should go to. Oh, that's right, S. There is that option if you want. The Frigs and Griggs, run by Frig Frogmen. General goods and odd jobs. I'm thinking that guy might be. Where is it down here? Yeah, this guy. That's someone we might want to meet if you wanted to go meet someone. We were told to talk to him about Master Everton.
We
He seems
do
like
it tomorrow, though.
we can do it tomorrow. I'm going to. Well, I won't be there at least till the afternoon because I'm training. So if there's places you guys can go. I mean, at the moment, check with Mr. Everton to go out in daylight if it's cool. I know you got a mask and scary ass robes on, so you'll be fine. But just
I can
just
growl
verify.
if you wolf lunch.
Yeah.
Well,
Because there's a mask shop on the south side. I could get us masks too.
true. I just think that'd be better to go as a group. If we're gonna go in the south, want people watching your back. Going
Come
solo.
with me.
I gotta sleep before I have to train. I mean, not all of us are totally.
And I just spent 4 hours making a map.
Yeah.
I feel so freaking stupid at the moment.
It's okay, man.
I forgot I put the key at the bottom of my notes instead of at the top.
We're all human, I think.
I've had a long week. I'm sorry, okay?
No, it's fine, man.
It's been a weird... The world is freaking chaos. And oddly, this world is more ordered than the real one.
Okay.
I say that all the time about. It's easier than the real world.
Shut up.
Okay. So, you're studying... Well, yeah, you're studying...
Or sleeping.
Okay, you're scribing.
Yep.
Okay, and you go for a walk.
Yep.
Okay. So,
I'm gonna have like all of my hair up on the top of my head, though, like it is now.
okay.
Not really, but like a bun.
All right, so which route are you taking?
Or are you just walking around the property?
So I take it you're heading towards Slime and Grime?
Yeah.
All right, and then you're taking that left?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you see the magistrate's office.
Oh.
Okay, there's still a lantern on inside the office, and it looks like there's still somebody working, even at 11:30 at night. It's pretty well nicely adorned. It's a neat-looking location, and it looks like it has quite a few little work tables in the inside that are specifically set up for scribes and tellers.
There's someone in there.
Yes. It looks like a lizard man.
Okay. There goes the light here. Oh.
Okay. You are going to break into the magistrate's office?
I wanted the crystal that they have in their possession, but I can't get it.
Well, you might want to case the joint first.
And
Yeah.
I
Be
mean,
polite and social.
Oh yeah.
why don't we just talk to him about doing something to get it? I have to talk to him about the coin anyways that I specified in the flashback about he's got one of my gold coins I need. So I mean, why don't we, as opposed to think of breaking and entering, just
And stealing
talk to
shit.
him like in daylight?
Okay.
We don't have to be criminals. This isn't like Crime Alley of 19
You're not your
80s
Tinder character.
New York,
You don't
right?
need everything.
we can do this like nice people. There is a nice option. I think.
So, did you want to go in and say hi?
Sure, just like
You can also hear the revelry coming from the building nearby.
What?
Revelry. It sounds like a bunch of people are chanting some kind of war song. You can hear echoes of it because it has that kind of marching chant.
can I go and like kind of investigate? Be sneaky and like go take a peek.
You want to go take a peek in the window?
Yeah.
Okay. So, do a stealth check for me, please.
Oh, this is where she gets caught.
21.
Never mind.
Ninja.
Yeah, I don't think you're too worried about that at this point.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so it's a large inn built on a stone foundation.
Mm-hmm.
As you look in the window, you can see behind the bar, it looks like an older turtle. It has a little captain's hat on it. And basically, Gilligan's Island?
Yeah.
Imagine the skipper as a turtle. How's that? That give you a nice image?
Yeah.
Walking around between the tables looks to be a gnome with little pigtails coming off the top of her head, who's kind of bouncing around delivering drinks. You see, it looks as though the popular thing seems to be trays of shots of black liquor.
Oh, not again.
Okay? You see people enjoying what looks to be fried fish with vegetables and rice, lots of ale. You see over in the corner, make a perception check for me on this one.
22.
20. At this point, just say over 20.
Those dice love you so freaking much. Okay, it doesn't take you long to look through the crowd and see in one of the back booths, over in one of the back corners, purposely stuck away from the rest of the crew, of the crowd, you see an orc with 3 goblins sitting there drunk as freaking hell, singing the war chants with everybody else, waving their glasses up in the air,
Sloshing ale.
having a ball.
Are the goblins like one of my goblin friends?
No, you do not recognize any of them. In fact, as you look at them with that perception check, you can see that they look to be a little bit more grizzled and worn. They look a little bit malnourished overall. And they're wearing clothing articles and insignia that you, with that high of a perception roll, that you can recognize from one of the southern encampments. So chances are these are a group that you have never come across and have no idea who you are or what you look like. So what do you want to do?
My character doesn't have a hat in her possession to cover up her hair, does she? No, she has a cloak.
Yeah, the hood you got, the spider silk wool ones have hoods.
Okay.
You can hood up.
I'm just gonna put that on and go in there.
Or just tie it up.
Okay. I did tie my hair up, I said that.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't want the green pieces showing.
Yeah, so you just put it in like a top knot bun.
Okay.
Kind
Like a kender.
Sure. How do you want to style it? Do you want a bun on the
Like a
top of
kender.
your head? Okay, so you have a top knot coming up with it coming down and spraying the white hair down to the green tips.
Yep. Like, no. Nope, just a bun.
Okay.
I look like a skunk.
So you wrap it all into a bun into the back of your head, so it just looks like your
Into the back of my head. Okay.
white hair.
I open up the back of my head and I shove my hair in my skull.
Pretty much.
Oh, okay, if that's what you want to do.
No, I'm joking.
Sarcasm.
I know, that's just fun.
Yeah,
For it.
I'm gonna do that.
Are you going to walk in?
Yep.
Okay. You walk in, and not 3 steps in the door, the little gnome comes up to you. Greetings and salutations. How can I assist you? We have seats over there if you want. Well, you'd probably be more comfortable over there. Okay. Or we have seats at the bar over by the fire. Okay. What can I get you for dinner, for drink? You're a traveler here. I haven't seen you here before. So what can I get you? If you don't know, we have a menu right up over there. Hold on a sec. I gotta go take care of this table. And she speeds off.
Do I see a place that looks more secluded?
Make a perception check.
16?
Okay. You can see what type of a spot are you looking for? The bar's only about half full.
Okay, then the bar works.
Okay. No, the whole place is only about half full. So you have a couple tables of lizard men sitting there. You have a table that has a few frogmen and a halfling sitting there. You have a couple people over at the bar that you're not really sure what they are from this angle. And you can see the upper, like, back private sitting area that has the orc and the goblins. And it looks like there's another lizard man up there with them.
It's private.
Oh, it's not really private. It's just slightly marked off, or kind of off from the rest of it. You know, there's always, like, the back corner of the room. Yeah.
Is there an
Architecturally
empty table
secluded.
near them?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sit.
There's actually an empty table right next to him.
I'll go do that.
Okay.
With my back facing their table.
Okay. You walk over there, and it takes a few moments for the gnome to come over. Okay, she quickly drops the menu off. Be right back. Goes back over to the other two. Another round? All right, be right back. Runs off.
Fast is this little thing.
Okay, she's fast
Gnomes are.
and bouncy. And she comes back a few moments later with a whole 2 trays, one in each hand, of large mugs of ale.
Strong little.
Yep. Tosses them right on the table, collects up their coins. So sorry, what can I get you? So our specials are roasted anaconda with battered fried vegetables for 10 silver. We have the basic meal, which is our fried fish with vegetables and rice. That's a silver as well. Drinks are a silver. We also have our special, which is Black Moss whiskey. Or are you looking for a room or anything else I can help you out with tonight?
Could I just get an ale in the anaconda thing you mentioned?
Okay, that'll be 11 silver.
Okay, I hand her that.
Thank you. Be right back. It'll be a couple of minutes.
Okay.
So, while you're sitting there, the lizard man, you hear, because you're right next to him, I'm only going to make you make a perception check at this point, and it's not like there's all that much background noise.
My back is facing them, so.
Yeah, you hear lizard man, oh, what brings you folks out here? And the orc is like, my general's a fucking asshole. He sent us out here to go and find some runaway princess that was apparently kidnapped by some bards. All the humility and stupidity. But, hey, if I can bring him back, maybe I can finally get back to me love. One of the goblins rants something out in guttural that you can't quite understand. Do you speak goblin?
I don't know.
You can check.
I speak Elvish, Abyssal, Orc, and Gelphish.
Yeah, you don't speak the goblin tongue.
Yeah.
So you don't know what he's saying.
Even though I had a little goblin buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You didn't bother learning goblin, apparently.
Yeah.
Orc was close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you know orc, then you might be able to, like, pick out, like, one word, like asshole or something like that. And then they start mumbling to themselves, and you can't quite... You can make a perception check if you want to try and overhear what they're talking about.
Over 20.
23.
Why do you even ask her to roll at this point?
Okay. So here's what you find out.
Mm-hmm.
The orc is named Burke. Okay. He's from the western outpost in the swamp town. He tells the lizard man all about the reward that's been offered for Princess Sasmin. It's 1,500 gold dead, an additional 500 gold for the heads of the satyr and the Skeksies that took her. The whole plot to somehow start a war between Duke Serathime Semaya and Warlord Kangro. But that doesn't really make much sense because Kangro's usually pretty cool. And then as he's getting drunk, you start talking about how much he hates the Duke. And the taxes are way too high. He can't afford anything. And they never come to help anything. And then he starts talking. I know I had it here somewhere. Oh. Okay. And then he starts talking and like getting all sobby and weepy and crying just as your food appears.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else I can get you?
I'm good for now.
All right, let me know. Just wave me over. Goes over, asks them. No. Going another round. Okay. Comes back a few moments later. Before she comes back, though, you hear, and that fucking Duke. The only good thing in my life was Cressus, and fucking took her away, and I haven't seen her since.
Cressus?
Yeah, make a history check.
You better need this. Over 20.
22.
It makes you wonder. I wonder if you mean Cressus Nantuck, the orc that works for your brothers as a maid.
Can I just offhandedly say that?
Okay.
No!
The goblinoid.
Mm-hmm. My friend?
The goblinoid brother. His maid.
Oh. Okay.
Her first name is Cressus.
Sounds familiar.
I haven't heard from her in the last, 10 years. Fucking asshole. food's so much better out here. I don't want to go home.
It's drunk.
I love you guys. Captain, fuck off.
That's the captain saying that to them.
The orc is the captain
No,
of the goblins.
one of the goblins
Oh.
replies, Captain, fuck off. I don't love you. So what do you want to do? The food is excellent. So I will say that's about an hour of you being there. So you've gotten some good study in at this point. You're about halfway done the map.
Has Mr. Riverton left the kitchen? Because I'm just sitting outside the kitchen just doing this. Just
Oh no, he's walking back and forth in and out of the rooms.
does he like stop and like just look over my shoulder?
No, but his son is watching very intently. Every time you take a sip of wine out of the glass of wine that they put down next to you, he comes back and refills it and just watches you. Okay. So now what do you want to do for the next hour? As you've been sitting right next to the
Would they be too drunk to even notice, like, who I am? I don't even think of the description
The description doesn't match you.
at all.
You had to open your mouth. Oh.
My hair's up.
Yeah.
So.
Do you look over at him?
No.
What do you want to do? You're alone in the tavern, finishing your meal,
Yeah.
It's that simple.
and the orc captain is just, oh, I love you guys.
Do I have any
We
parchment
have to
on
go
me?
home. What?
Do I have any parchment on me?
No, that's a me thing.
You ask me? You're asking me?
I don't know.
No, that's something
I mean,
where the
it might be
Skeksies
your
would carry.
kids.
You might be able to ask the barmaid for some.
Yeah. The pen.
You want to call her over?
Gonna wait for over?
Okay. You look over the crowd, trying to figure out, where she is. You kind of like raise your hand, and as you're looking over the crowd, you hear the voice speak up from below. What can I get you?
Sorry, it just gets me every time. She just peers out the door. Just...
Do you have any parchment and some, like, writing utensil?
Drawing, writing. Sure. 1 moment. 2 copper.
That's cheap.
I hand it to her.
Okay. Okay. You sit back down. Okay. You start listening more to I love you. And then you feel the little tug at your side. Here you go. 3 pieces of parchment, an inkwell, and a quill. Anything else I can get you?
No, that's it.
Can I interest you in some dessert?
What do you have?
We have our creme franglaise.
That?
It's our creme franglaise.
Never.
Really good.
Okay. And, that orc seems sad.
He's been complaining and crying for the last 3 nights.
Damn.
If I bought an extra one, could you pass it to him? He just seems like he needs it. He seems really sad.
Sure. Okay, that'll be 5 silver.
How much is an electrum, please? Is that more than silver?
Yep.
A lot more than silver.
How much does 1 silver come up to for an electrum piece? Because I have, like, 1 silver piece left, and I have, like, 54 copper. So...
Running low on funds?
I have 500...
Everything.
I have 503 gold, 15 electrum pieces, 1 silver, and 54 copper.
So show a gold.
I'll hand her 2 gold.
One.
One.
2?
One. Hand her one. One covers a lot.
1.
Okay. So you hand her a gold,
Mm-hmm.
and she hands you back. Yep. I said what? 5 silver.
Mm-hmm.
Hand you back 95 silver.
Thank you.
when she comes back with the 2 parfaits.
What are they?
And then she puts one in front of you, and it's this ornate, perfectly clear glass, very well made. Okay, it's almost as good as the Elvins. Okay, but it's oddly natural. The sides of it look like it's almost melty.
Poke at it.
Like it was dripping. Oh yeah, it's perfectly hard, perfectly good glass. And inside you see a collection of berries layered with like some kind of odd moss and bits of cream.
Okay, I'll try.
Chow down.
Okay, it's exceptionally sweet and delicious.
Nice.
And then you hear her. So, Greg, this is for you from the lady next door. She says you're very sad and you're depressing, so you should try and be happy. So eat this and smile.
Can I just correction? No, I said he.
As you turn around to correct her, she's not even there.
She's gone.
She's already gone.
Fuck.
And he just looks at you.
That's.
Thank you.
He's too drunk.
These are so fucking good, man.
Yeah.
You know, I've had like 3 of these since I got here. Thank you so much. So, where are you from?
Here, there. I'm from the east. Far east.
Yeah, my boss says I'm supposed to go that way. I don't want to go that way.
Then don't.
But then I can't go home. He'll kill me. Probably. Yeah, he killed the last guy.
Does he know that you're here?
Of course he knows I'm here. He sent me here. I have to come and find that stupid princess, I guess.
Don't take insult.
I'm not.
You haven't seen like a Skeksies Bard and like some pale ghostly thing, have you? Apparently he's a short, fat little thing, and Skeksies is like half dead. I don't know.
Never seen anyone matching that description around here. I've been here for the past 10 years, so.
I've been here a week, I think. 3 days? Boss, you're drunk. I know I'm drunk. It's fucking good shit. And this nice lady got me a parfait. Perfume. This thing.
Weird sweet thing.
Oh. Anything I can help you with? Distract me from not having to go back out.
You really don't want to go back home, do you?
Home fucking sucks. Here, awesome meal, 1 silver. Back home, 10 silver for bread and breads that's stale and soup that more water than anything else. And that's when you're lucky. You don't want to know what we ate in that fucking garrison.
Could I make an offer to you?
Huh? What?
My friends and I are traveling, and one is really small. He's like a kid and doesn't really know how to fight, and we sort of need a guard for the. We have good fashion.
Mercenary work?
Oh.
That sounds good. But
Make him roll for it.
I was gonna say roll persuasion.
yeah, roll persuasion.
I can give you each 15 gold.
Okay!
Roll persuasion with advantage.
Advantage! Just okay! And doesn't he get advantage because he's drunk?
I'm taking the first one then.
That's
19 was your first one?
Yeah.
So was that 26 about?
24.
I don't think he'd be able to roll higher than that.
I don't even think the goblins would like.
Just because I'm curious.
The goblins are probably like, we're on.
I rolled pretty well, a 14 and a 17.
But it doesn't beat the 24.
Neither one of those.
What about the goblins?
At that roll,
Okay.
we just
The
picked the
boss,
roll.
the goblins look at him and was like, 15 gold, boss. That's a lot of money. I'll do it.
Hell, I'll even chip in the
I follow you,
pages.
boss. Fuck them back home. They killed my brother, they killed my mother, they killed my father. I don't fucking care anymore.
These really don't seem like good people.
Have you ever been to Foxfield? That place is a fucking sty.
Just smile and nod.
This place is freaking fabulous.
Yeah.
And from what I'm hearing from other people here, this place is a shithole.
I only went there once to see one of my good friends, Chrisen.
Chris's?
Yeah.
You know Chris's?
Yeah. He's a good friend of mine.
Chris's Nuntusk?
Yeah.
As soon as he hears the name, he starts bawling
No!
and sobbing. I haven't used this river like well yet. All I've been trying.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna ask her to marry me, and she just went away. The Lord took her.
Yeah.
As he turns over and like pukes.
Oh. That works.
Okay, boss. It's okay.
Just breathe.
I don't know if this will make you feel better, but she's completely fine. She's not hurt at all.
Oh, that's
Last
good.
check.
He looks back at you. You know Chris's?
Yeah.
You can get me in contact with her? She probably doesn't want to talk to me.
I can see what I can do.
15 gold?
Yeah.
And you just want us to, like, be, like, bodyguard?
Yeah.
And you never have to go back to Foxfield ever again.
And you wouldn't have to go back to Foxfield unless
So-
you...
That's what, 15 gold period? And then we work for you for what, a year?
No, 15 gold for each of you.
Yeah, for like what, a year? 6 months?
As long as it takes. Just
As long as it takes.
5 years?
And tell them that another 10 gold for when we finish.
And you guys will also get another 10 gold for when we finish. We need to get back to the east. That's where we're going.
No, we're going west right now.
I mean, we need to go west.
Yeah.
We're going west.
That was a mistake of time. They're going west.
Yeah, we're
Because,
going...
yes, east is literally where they're from. That negates the whole purpose of what we said. So,
We're going west.
we're going west.
Past the snow.
The goblin that you saw when you looked in the window, that you had barely noticed the entire time that you were there, quietly comes up behind Burke and whispers something. And this is the first time you've gotten a close look at him, because before he was just kind of hidden in the shadows. He's covered in bones. Okay? He has, like, his hat is like literally the skull of 3 different animals bound together.
I'm gonna sort of point out his armor. That's really good craftsmanship. Did you do that yourself?
This gift from Master. Master, teach me. Good. You see when he does that, he's holding a little doll from his back of his hand.
Oh, that's creepy.
Sort of give like a curious look at the doll.
It looks like a child's doll that's been dragged through the mud and beaten for years. That has odd little things like tied to it, like a tooth and a scale.
That's voodoo shit right there.
He whispers to Burke something else. And Burke looks down. You sure, Wack? But
If you don't,
this weird. 15 gold each, and we escort you west to the jungles, right? Because that's where you said you're going west, and it's the jungles, I take it, not the frosted area, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to the frosted
No.
area.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, frosted
Jungles.
zone, no. I'm not going there. But jungles, yeah, I can go to jungles. I heard
Yeah.
they were cool and there's weird things out there.
Yeah.
And that'll earn me enough to... Maybe I'll get to buy her back.
And if you need proof of the amount, I have
As
it on me.
his eyes go wide and he
Shouldn't
starts
have said that.
staring up at the sky. Finally, I rolled low and passes out.
When the dice gods want the drunk
Yeah.
person to stay standing.
Just long enough to finish.
You're gonna sort of
Okay,
look at him, then
so-
look at the goblins.
Whack looks at you. You whack. Okay. That nick, that knack.
That's great, knick-knack.
Whack, Nick, and Knack. That's cool.
And Bark.
And Bark.
My name's Lily.
Pleasure to meet you, Lily. So we stay here. Let us know when you're leaving. We have rides, but not very good in the swamp. I know of raft we can take and make arrangements if you don't mind paying.
Don't mind. But it would need to be a raft big enough to fit
Whole
Three.
party.
3 dire creatures and all of us on it.
Okay. So my friends are really drunk.
I can see that.
Okay. But I had vision. And I feel this is exactly where we're supposed to be and go. Spirits told me. Spirit's strong.
I'm gonna like him.
And told me that we come here in land of shadow and wet, and we find something that banish darkness and bring light and new hope, and maybe that in jungle. But my friends, like I say, really drunk right now, and probably won't remember all this in morning. So I make deal with you. And he pulls out his own parchment and writes in fine orc.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
you can read it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he, after he finishes writing it, he looks at it, he's like, you can read this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like he realized halfway through, it's like, wait a minute, I'm writing this in orc, not common. Writes it all out.
Taught me orc, so.
And it's a full contract. Nick, Knack, Whack, and Burke agree to escort the party of Lily westward to the jungles at the rate of 15 gold per person for a deposit of 5 gold each. Is that fair?
Yep.
You
Okay.
want to give them 15 gold each.
So we'll deposit 5 gold now each, so that
20.
be 20
Yeah.
gold.
Okay, I hand him the 20.
Thank you. Puts it in his pouch, signs it, writes down the fact that you gave 20, hands it to you. You sign.
Yep. I'm gonna put my alias name on there.
Okay.
Lily Vale.
Lily Vale.
You better
Yeah.
tell us your alias before you come, like when you come back, so we know not to call you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything we do for you tonight? Well, anything I do. My friend's drunk, and I'll probably have to carry them upstairs again.
Would you need help carrying that?
No.
Okay. Well then, besides you guys just being ready in the morning and getting good sleep, then that's all I need.
Good big help. Bring them right out. Just have to tell Giggle.
Okay.
What you laugh at?
I didn't expect that to ever be someone's name I would hear. So.
Okay.
Do you
And
need
almost if by cue, the gnomish female appears right behind you. Yes, I'm Giggle. What can I get you?
That's fucking great! I'm gonna take the inkwell and things and parchment and like hand it back. I apparently didn't need these, so I'm just returning these.
Thank you. No refunds. Anything else I can get you? Did you like the parfait?
Yeah, I did. It was really nice.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Are you a traveler? You have to be a traveler because you're not usually around here.
Yeah.
Shot the
Are you sure?
Whack kind of looks at you, looks at her.
I don't think you really remember me. I have lived here before. I just don't live in this town.
He smiles at you.
We're done.
Make more sense now. Okay.
He now knows who we are.
Yeah, you knew you were lying. You broke your own cover story.
She did. Giggle did. It was Giggle's fault.
Well, if you're going, then I highly recommend you check out my dad's store, Knobs and Knobs, and he can outfit you with some of the best stuff. You could really, really use the business.
I'll keep it in mind.
Okay.
Yeah, stand up. Sort of leave. Not at like a hurried pace, but like
Okay.
not a walking pace either.
All right. You walk out. You're back out in the square. And you notice that the light in the magistrate's office is now off.
Right now would be a good time to go back.
I've had enough adventures for tonight.
Wise decision.
It's now about 12:30.
Yeah.
You're having issues understanding the fundamentals of the chapter that you're reading.
Had to say.
Okay. You're now realizing that you messed up on one of the coasts, but you don't think he'll notice.
Is there any way I can fix it?
Make a sleight of hand check at disadvantage. Unless you have a full scribe's kit.
I do, actually.
Are you proficient in it?
I would assume so. I have scribe's tools.
Did you take the scribe proficiency with your bardic?
Where would that be?
What? Actually, you're still like level 1 bard, huh? Yeah, that doesn't come to like later level. Because you put your points in primal.
I can try, but if I fail, I'm not gonna do it.
It's gonna ruin the map.
Just don't bother.
I'm not gonna bother then. How bad is it?
Barely noticeable.
Okay.
It's like you cut off the... You know, usually when you're looking at like a bay, it has like all those little squiggly marks coming off of it, and part of it will come out like a little foot or something like that. It's like you forgot the foot. Which might be underwater at this point, you know. Who knows how old this map is, and maps are so rare, it's not like he's going to confirm it. Hopefully.
It's fine.
It works. So you heading back?
Is there any... Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go in alleys to try to sneak back. That would be more dangerous.
Well, there is the route you haven't taken. If you take a look at the map, last time you came down that stone walkway by F, you could go...
Like through C and...
You could go up by F towards G. And G is... Oh. G, you can actually still hear the sounds of hammers and the smell of smoke coming from the chimneys.
Okay.
It looks to be a foundry.
Yeah, I'll go that way, but I'm not gonna stop off there right now because it is 12:30. I'll stop by.
As you're walking down the gangplanks, you do see a lone patrolman, okay, who is walking with a large glow bug about 10 inches long or so, following right behind him on a small silken thread leash. That's just lighting the way for him.
Punk would like that as a snack.
There's a good chance Punk's had a few already.
He was eating one the other day.
So you want to check anything else out on the way?
Where did he get that glow bug?
So you go by the residential area, you see a few other people are out with glow bugs. A couple of the kids are actually playing with them as pets.
I'll go up to the children.
Yep, and there are children still out playing at midnight.
That's not suspicious.
Frog, lizard, fish community.
Yep, and when I say children, they're like adolescent. They have like a little tail sticking off the back. They're just right in that process between tadpole and frog. Must be really uncomfortable. Imagine going through that type of a puberty change.
Ouch.
Tadpole to frog. That's... Yeah, anyway.
Then again, we go from big, chunky babies to...
Yeah, but legs don't pop out of our abdomen.
Fair point.
You know, tail doesn't shrink up our ass. Legs don't pop out of our chest.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Our head doesn't completely reform and come out of our body.
You know, arms don't pop out of our necks.
Talk about growing pains.
Right?
Just knock me out, I can't
Bro, it
handle
just made me feel very happy to be human now that I think about it. I'm like, a tadpole's life gotta suck. Oh my god, Pop! Ah! You know.
It doesn't even happen that quickly.
I know, it's like, ah! Just as it's like ripping out of the skin.
Oh no, it's like it like takes like a week to like fully form the arm. It's just like, just put me out of my misery.
I feel like they should let me up. Just go to a big cliff and start diving off the tadpole march. Just like, fuck this shit.
And the last thing that you see as you come back down to the gangplank, I think you're going to probably take down back towards Riverton, right? You come across Sig's Gigs. And there's a bulletin board right out the front.
I see what you did, you clever bastard.
What?
Frig's gigs, right?
Yep, Frig's Gigs.
It's
General
gigs.
goods and odd jobs.
It's
It's an
a
amaglamoth.
For Fiskix.
run by Srig. Srig Frig.
Is that what you call it?
It's written. I've written.
Oh my god!
And what
It's
the
actually
hell
in
do you
your
think I would
notes.
do? We come up with names and shit all the time.
Have you
That's how
looked at the notes for the key? Okay, take a look at the key, and you'll see that it is Srig's Gigs, okay, which are Frig's Gigs, which is S.
Yeah, I pointed that out to you, to Fee, because she was out in town 20 minutes ago.
I warned you guys I was half asleep when I came up with these names.
Apparently.
But they seem kind of fun.
They do.
Knick, knack, whack. We just need Patty.
And Buck. Knick, knack, whack, and Buck.
Brings back memories, doesn't it?
A little bit.
All right. So you see a bulletin board out front.
Can I go look at the odd jobs?
I am hoping.
Yes. Let me find where I
I
posted
missed that
those
game.
again. Okay. So the first thing you notice is a reward flyer for the reward of 5,000 gold for the return of Zasmine alive, 1,500 gold if dead.
I look for different ones.
You want to leave it up there?
No,
Tear it
that's okay.
down.
Okay, you take it down. Okay, so I will mark that that has been removed. Okay.
I'm lucky.
The next one you see
Don't have one for everyone. But I haven't eaten
is
anything in a while.
a offering for 50 gold for the head of the beast in the east, slayer of family, friends, and pets. For more information, please see Gina at the Grand Market.
Gina.
Okay. The next one you see is herbs and moss, top silver for quality herbs. See slime and grime. And then you see another one. Got meats, skins, herbs, or otherwise to sell. Top prices for basic materials. Frigs and gigs. Okay. You also see a whole bunch of notices for lost family member and pets who seem to have disappeared over the last few weeks.
Yeah.
And you also see, hidden behind a few of them, a come join our ritual. Saturdays, open to any wishing to participate. Details at Slither and Slurp.
I'm gonna pick that one up.
Okay. So you're stealing that one?
Yep.
Okay, so you have a invite banner for Slither and Slurp.
Okay. And then I also have my wanted poster.
You're stealing that too?
I said I was.
He stole. Poster. Okay. Alright, and then you're just gonna head back?
Yeah. I'll pick out an actual job with the other two tomorrow.
Okay. So, when you finish the map, he's
Done.
right there.
Yep.
Okay. This is fantastic. I promised you 100 gold, right? Deal. Hand you a pouch and a nice velvet pouch. It's 100 gold coins. And takes them out. This is beautiful. Good work.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have copies made. You should check out our storefront.
I'll make sure to do that tomorrow after I've rested for the night.
Yes, many good shops in town. Yes, please rest up. You going to bed?
Yep.
And after he studies, he goes to bed, and you get back as they're finishing up their studies. As you walk into the kitchen, you see the end of the transaction.
Gonna go and tap you on the shoulder.
Mm.
Okay, so don't be mad at me. But
What'd you do
I
now?
went to the south side. And
You went where?
And I hired us some bodyguards to guard us to the west and from the south. Like from
You hired the people hunting us down, didn't you?
Two of them didn't recognize me. One I'm unsure of, but I feel like I can trust them. I'll give them 15 gold each and then 10 upon the arrival of our destination safely.
Okay, but if any point they try to kidnap us or hurt us, I'm killing them all.
And by the way, my new name's Lilyvale, because that's how I introduced
Ah,
myself.
Lilyvale. Okay, so
You needed a new name too. And same with Josiah.
Carl.
Carl.
My name is Carl. My alias.
Did you hear what I said to her, or are you
I was following.
I'm just gonna do Skeksies.
And did Josiah?
Just reverse
So you
the
wait me up to tell me?
Yeah. It's like a poke.
Uh-huh.
Hi. So don't be mad at me, but I hired some guards to.
She hired the people who were hunting us down to be bodyguards.
Must have been, I'm pretty unhappy wherever they were from.
They were.
They were from Foxfield.
My comment repeated.
Yeah.
It's not gonna change its view, honestly.
No, actually, no, they're from the south.
Either way,
South of Foxfield.
But
so they're willing to follow us west?
yeah, I
apparently.
promised them to pay them each 15 gold each, and then 10 upon their arrival if they get there.
Okay, as long as they're not probably gonna turn us and stab us in the back.
And if they do, I'll just stop them back.
Nah, we'll kill them first.
I gave them an alias, so if when they come here, you call me Billy.
Alright,
Yeah.
do we all have aliases?
At this point, yeah. So
Okay, call me Carl. I'm gonna go back to bed now.
Skeksies.
And I roll over.
I
Because you woke me up at 2
You were
a.m.
just finishing your reading.
Oh, okay, I didn't know about the timeline.
Yeah, no, this was just as she finished the map and sold it off.
Face in the book.
Okay,
It's kind of what I expected.
that's why you failed. That works perfect. You fell asleep with your face in the book, and that's why you didn't get that hour. in
osmosis.
studying.
Maybe he got knowledge through osmosis.
And the drool did not blur the pages.
Oh, thank God.
Two didn't recognize me, but there's one in like bone armor who I'm not sure about. I don't know if he recognized who I was or not, but
Well, they accepted to hire it, right?
yep.
Oh, that's
We
fine.
made a contract.
Let's take him with us when we leave.
All right, so you go to sleep.
Yep.
All right, so you all go to sleep. Butt crack at dawn. Okay, you'd be the first woken up. Let's take a break right here. We're at the hour mark anyway. And then, of actual recording, it's like 57 minutes. Close enough. So we'll take a break here. And then when we come back, we will start the next morning. All right, thank you. And if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our next airing.